why your ads might be tanking, and why Meta's Andromeda really has to do with it.
Simplified for UGC creators and creative strategists. Meta didn't break your ad account. Your creative workflow just didn't evolve fast enough. The brands and agencies that are winning now are testing faster, learning faster, and iterating even quicker, and speak to different audience segments with precision. First, let's get one thing straight. A lot of creators and media buyers are blaming bad performance on Meta's Andromeda update. But here's the truth. You are probably thinking about it in the wrong way. This is not just about one update. There are three major AI systems now powering Meta's ad delivery: Andromeda, Gem, and Lattice, which we will talk about shortly. You need to understand how they work together if you want your ads to perform again. And yes, we will explain it in a way that actually makes sense for creative thinkers and not some software developer, because those examples already exist and I want to simplify it for you by walking you through what actually changed and, most importantly, what to do now. Shortly in this video, I will be explaining the top 4 things performance creatives should be focused on going into 2026. And a lot of things that I have already implemented into my workflow as a strategist over the last few years. But here's the TLDR. You need creative diversity, not just more videos. Top of funnel content matters more than ever before. It's not about the best ad, it's about getting strong concepts live faster across more segments. It's important to remember that Andromeda is not your enemy. However, your resistance to change just might be. Welcome to UGC Pro, the podcast where creative strategy, UGC innovation, and freelancing success collide. I'm your host, Kelly Rockline, a self-taught creative marketer from the brand and creator side, with over a decade of experience working with hundreds of brands and driving over $500 million in revenue. Now, as a mentor to more than 10,000 aspiring UGC creators and creative strategists, I'm here to help you unlock your full potential. Whether you're here to sharpen your ad game or gain fresh insights to elevate your creative freelance business, you're in the right place. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, or habit stack. Is there a pile of laundry that you need to get through? What about unloading the dishwasher? Maybe it's a good time to go out and get some fresh air. Whether you're cuddled up on the couch or getting your steps in, I am so happy you're here. So without further ado, let's dive in. Hello, creators, strategists, media buyers, and anyone else who's watching. This one is for you, especially if you are wondering why your ad performance has tanked and everyone is blaming something called Andromeda. Spoiler alert, it is not just Andromeda, and your ad results might not actually be broken. However, your approach might be. There are actually 3 major updates that are changing the way ads are delivered right now to Meta, which includes Andromeda, Gem, and Lattice. So let's break this all down in simple terms. You don't need to be an engineer or media buyer to understand this. Now, most people are only talking about Andromeda, but it is part of a much bigger system, technically only step 1 of 3. Andromeda's job is to go through what is millions of possible ads and pull a short list of the ones that might make sense for a specific viewer. That's it. It doesn't pick the final ad. It just says, hey, here are 50 options that could work, and then hands it over to something called Gem, which is referred to as the superbrain by some Meta employees. So once Andromeda makes that shortlist, Gem is going to kick in. This is Meta's super intelligent model that understands user behavior at a much deeper level than ever before. Gem looks at past activity, current mood, goals, and probably what you're about to buy. What Gem is going to do is refine the shortlist to be even shorter, so only the most relevant ads stay in the mix. So Gem simplified the actual long list that Andromeda provided, which is then when Lattice, the final judge, comes into play, which is what Meta uses to actually make the final decision as to who is being targeted with what ad. It pulls data from all the other systems and says, hey, show this exact ad to this exact user right now. So when you hear someone say Andromeda is ruining their performance, not really. It's not making the final call. Lattice is. Andromeda was the assistant who collected a curation of ads that Gem further narrowed down for Lattice to make that executive decision. Andromeda didn't kill your performance. Not adapting to it, however, might have. Okay, let's be real. If you're seeing worse results lately, you are not imagining it, and it's not just you. Here's what might actually be happening. So your competitors might have adapted faster. They are producing better, more relevant content at scale. And Meta's system is picking their ads over yours because they are simply giving it better options. Things like interest targeting, lookalike audiences, and even separating prospecting from retargeting, not as effective anymore. AI knows more than those manual rules ever did. Your creative strategy could be outdated. Meta's system rewards brands that have high creative diversity, not just more ads, but more types of ads that speak to different people. So how exactly do you fix this if you have found yourself in this position where the ads that used to work no longer are? Whether you're a brand or a creator producing content, here is the playbook you should follow. Did you know that we have 3 video courses for UGC creators and creative strategists? Since summer of 2022, UGC Pro has taught over 17,900 students with our free and paid resources. We have helped complete strangers on the internet who are wanting to either create a supplemental source of income through a creative side hustle, aka UGC or creative strategy, or even pivot careers entirely without being forced to go back to school. Regardless of what your plans are, our video courses were created to help expedite your learning curve and avoid common roadblocks. Believe it or not, I started doing UGC over a decade ago without even realizing it. Obviously, UGC back then compared to now looks very different. But over the years on the creative freelancer side and working internally for both brands and agencies as a video editor, producer, creative strategist, creative director, and even director of creative strategy, which really quickly, if you didn't know already, I'm actually a college dropout. I did not go to college for this. Our video courses share a level of information you will not be able to find anywhere else, and I say that seriously and confidently. Information is everywhere when it comes to UGC and creative strategy, but this level of experience isn't. So use code podcast25 for 25% off our video courses by visiting our website www.ugc.pro to snag your discounted resources now. By visiting our website, you can also see all of the raving 5-star reviews we have from hundreds of creators that we have collected over the last 3+ years. So what are you waiting for? Visit ugc.pro and use code podcast25 at checkout for 25% off any of our video courses. Whether you're a brand or a creator producing content, here is the playbook you should follow. 1, you want to know your audience segments. Don't just think, oh yeah, this is for women between ages 30 and 45. You want to break it down even more. What do I mean by that? New moms, outdoorsy moms, tech-savvy moms. Each one of these personas needs their own hook, tone, and format. You also want to build creative variety. So you want to create different types of videos like testimonials, product demos, edutainment style videos, founder POVs, UGC mashups. You are not just making content for people, you are single-handedly feeding the algorithm. And if you make it easier for Meta to match your ad, it is going to reward you. And then 3, you want to focus on speed over perfection. Perfect is the enemy of good enough. Don't wait to make it perfect. You need to test fast, learn fast, and iterate faster. The system prefers momentum over polish. So what exactly does that mean? Launching new creatives weekly is a must. Reusing winning hooks in new creative ways. Editing quick turn variations for different segments. These are just a few examples. You also want to make sure that you are using competitive tools. Platforms like Foreplay, Motion, Atria, Magic Brief. What is trending right now? What creatives are scaling? If your results have been down, maybe it's not the algorithm. Maybe it's just that your competitors are out executing you right now. It's important to keep in mind that organic and paid ads have been merging over the years. What used to be just organic content, that's now top of funnel fuel. People want relatable native content. If you are a creator, this is one of your superpowers. So here's my final takeaway. The loudest people yelling Meta is broken are usually the ones who didn't evolve their creative strategy. Don't be one of those people. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of the UGC Pro podcast. I hope today's episode gave you inspiration and practical steps to apply to your business. If you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to hit follow, leave a review, and share it with another creator or marketer. And make sure to catch our next episode. Now, I don't want to give too much away, but let's just say you will not want to miss out. Until then, remember that success is a strategy and you are your most valuable client. So treat yourself like it. And lastly, if you aren't already connected with us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, X, look up UGC Pro and be sure to follow along. And as always, I wish you the best of luck on your UGC and creative strategy journey.